Every person at this gate has an orange 0 above their head. Every single one.
3 days ago, Corrine had a normal life with no warnings, no numbers, and no reason to scream at strangers in an airport. This is how it started.
Mama, this shoe is being deliberately difficult. It has attitude.
The dream felt more real than any waking morning. Grandma stood in a white room with no walls and no ceiling, and the air smelled like the lavender soap she kept beside every sink in the house.
I had the grandma dream again last night. Same one. She held my hands. She said today something new would happen to me. She said I had to be very brave.
When Corrine opened her eyes, the bedroom ceiling looked the same as always, but the world behind her eyes had changed permanently, and she could feel the difference in her chest like a second heartbeat.
Mama, the man in the car next to us, he has a number above his head. A glowing blue 42.
The man at the coffee shop had a blue 42 floating above his head. The woman behind him carried a blue 231. Corrine gripped the counter and told herself she was still dreaming.
Days. He has 42 days left. Blue means days. Orange means today. 0 means the person dies today.
Every face on the sidewalk wore a number, blue digits hovering above skulls like silent clocks counting backward towards something Corrine did not want to name.
Mama, every single person at this gate, all of them, orange 0s, all of them.
Mama listened from the kitchen doorway with a dish towel pressed against her chest. She did not interrupt, and she did not blink. And that silence told Corrine that Mama already knew.
Except him. That man has nothing. No 0, no number, nothing at all.
The airport hummed with the noise of 1,000 ordinary departures. Corrine stood at gate 11 and watched orange 0s appear above every single passenger waiting to board flight 2247.
Ren, we do not have a daddy. You know that.
I said he looks like the one from the dream. There is a factual difference. Please respect it.
Orange meant today. Blue meant days remaining. 0 meant no time at all. Corrine counted the 0s and stopped at 40 because her hands were shaking too hard to continue.
My daughter says every person at this gate has a 0. This plane goes down today. Delay the flight. I am a mother standing in front of you saying something is wrong. 20 minutes. Just check the plane.
The gate agent smiled the way people smile when they believe someone else is broken. Polite, distant, and already reaching for the next task.
You have 231 above your head. You will be fine today, so stop looking at my mama like that.
I am not superstitious. I am not dramatic. If I am wrong, I will buy every person here a coffee, please.
Every second that passed moved 214 people closer to a seat on an aircraft that would never reach its destination. Corrine stood at the counter begging a stranger to delay departure by 20 minutes.
We are getting off. The tickets do not matter. Being alive matters.
That is the most mature thing anyone has said at this gate. I learned it from watching you.
Security arrived with calm voices and firm hands. Corrine was escorted away from the gate while Flight 2247 continued boarding without interruption and without delay.
I will come with you. Pull my bag. First class window seat. Have it brought to the terminal.
Why? You do not know us. You have a first-class seat. Why would you do this?
From the airport window, Karine watched the plane push back from the gate. The orange zeros were gone now, sealed inside a metal tube climbing into a sky that did not care what it carried.
Mama has a lot of that kind of courage. She just does not call it courage. She calls it Tuesdays.
The television in the terminal lobby switched to breaking news 47 minutes later. Flight 2247 had crashed 12 miles from Crestfall Regional Airport. There were no survivors.
And what do you think is going to happen?
I do not know yet, but Grandma showed me your face. So whatever it is, we are supposed to be part of it.
214 names scrolled across the bottom of the screen. Karine sat on the terminal floor with her back against the wall and her knees pulled to her chest and read every single one. Grandma appeared in the dream again that night. This time she did not smile. She placed both hands on Karine's shoulders and whispered a single word: strength. Then the white room filled with golden light and Karine woke up crying.
I will handle the first officers. Do not let anyone pressure you into a statement alone.
3 days passed between the crash and the knock on Karine's door. Detective Calloway stood on the porch holding a badge and a file folder thick enough to stop a door.
Do not get ahead of yourself.
I am almost 6. I am right on time. The difference is enormous.
The interrogation room smelled like cleaning solution and old coffee. Karine sat under a fluorescent light and waited for a man with a badge to ask questions she could not answer without sounding insane.
Miss Maddox, walk me through exactly what happened at the gate this morning.
I can speak for myself. My name is Ren Maddox. I am 5 years old, almost 6, and the difference matters.
Calloway had 20 years of homicide experience and zero tolerance for coincidence. A woman who screams about a crash before it happens does not get released without an explanation.
I just saw the numbers. Mama did the hard part. Mama stood up and said it out loud. She is the brave one.
Hours passed inside the interrogation room. Karine told the truth 3 different times in 3 different ways, and each time Calloway wrote the same note in his file. No explanation, no motive, no evidence.
I have a car outside. Somewhere safe for a few days. Separate rooms. Completely your choice.
He means a hotel. A nice one. I can tell by the jacket. Some jackets say thread count above 400.
Karine closed her eyes inside the interrogation room and saw Grandma face again. Not in a dream this time, just a memory. But the memory carried instructions that had not been there before.
You saved my life. You and Ren walked me off that plane. I owe you a minimum of somewhere safe.
Mama, get in the car. We can argue about deserving things when we are not standing in recycled stress.
The gift was not just sight. Grandma had carried it for 40 years and used it in silence, saving strangers without credit, warning neighbors without proof, and bearing the weight without a single witness.
Someone stood on a very tall ladder and painted flowers so strangers would feel something beautiful above their heads. That is generous.
Room 412 for Miss Maddox and Miss Wren. 413 for Mr. Hollis. 414 for myself.
Mama had known since Karine was 7 years old. She recognized the look. The same look Grandma wore every time she came home from town, quiet and shaking and unable to eat.
I would obtain one.
What if I need someone to confirm that a shoe is being difficult?
Corrine spent the next morning searching public records at the library. A man named Leland Voss had rented the Aldrich Hotel banquet hall for a private foundation event. 280 confirmed guests, every exit accessible only from the inside.
I like you. You have the right answers. Mama, we have a gold card with real gold letters.
The blueprint of the Aldrich Hotel showed 4 emergency exits. Each one opened outward with a push bar. If someone chained those bars from the inside, 280 people would have no way out and no air once the ventilation reversed.
She has been ill. Memory comes and goes. For 2 weeks, she has been asking for a child. She cannot rest.
Your grandmother is asking for a child. And you think that child is my daughter.
The crash photos stared up from the table like open wounds. Flight 2247 had scattered across 12 miles of Carolina hillside, and every face in those photos had carried an orange 0.
This is her. This is exactly her. How does your grandmother know what my child looks like?
Behind the glass, Calloway watched a woman who had predicted a disaster with surgical precision. Nothing in the file explained how.
Grandma told me about her. She said I would meet a woman who draws what she cannot say.
Corrine stared at her own reflection in the one-way mirror. For a moment, she swore she saw a blue number flickering above her own head.
Mama, she is not a stranger. She is the reason I have the gift. Grandma said she started it.
Sunlight hit her face like a slap after hours under fluorescent light. Every stranger on the sidewalk wore a blue number, and Corrine could not look away.
I am going. You can follow me, or you can watch me be brave from back there. Both are fine.
Corrine walked through streets where every human body carried a countdown she could not silence. The gift Grandma gave was not a blessing tonight. It was a weight.
Grandma, it is Beckett. I brought someone. The one you have been drawing.
Hello. My grandma told me about you. She said you would know my bracelet.
The purple beads. You are the child. I have been waiting. I have been waiting so long.
2 weeks of research filled a notebook. Leland Voss had rented the Aldrich Hotel banquet hall under a false foundation name. 280 guests. 1 sealed room. No one asking the right questions.
You can see numbers too. You have always been able to see them. That is why you could not sleep.
60 years I carried it alone. Your grandmother was the only one who believed me. Now you carry it.
The folded paper in Corrine's hand held a name, a room number, and a service corridor map. Edna had risked her job for a stranger, and that single act cracked the door open.
Mama, this is why Grandma sent us on that flight. Not to save those people. To find her.
Ren, you are 5 years old. This is too much weight for 5 years old.
Almost 6. And Grandma picked me because I have you. She said the strongest carriers have the strongest mothers.
2 untouched coffees sat between a father and a daughter who had never shared a meal. The DNA results waited on the table like a grenade with the pin half pulled.
Beckett, my boy, I can see you clearly now. The child brought me back.
Grandma, you know my name. You said my name.
Through the diner window, a father and daughter sat inside a booth, deciding whether blood was enough reason to risk everything. Outside, the sky offered no stars and no answers. The Aldrich Hotel stood lit from every floor. A banner announced the Dorinda Foundation banquet to a city that had no idea what waited behind the locked doors.
No, absolutely not. We just survived one disaster. We are not walking into another.
Grandma said if I do not go, 280 people sit down to dinner and never stand up again.
The Dorinda banquet is tomorrow night at the hotel. 280 confirmed guests. Aldrich mentioned it.
You are not taking my 5-year-old into a building where people might die tomorrow.
280 guests sat at round tables laughing and clinking glasses. Not one of them knew that every exit had been chained and that the air they breathed had a timer.
Every person walking through that door has an orange 0. All of them. And one man has no number at all.
Metal screamed against metal. The chain resisted, then twisted, then snapped link by link under the force of a man discovering what his hands were actually built to protect.
That man with the black suit and the duffel bag, he just walked past security without a check. He went to the service entrance.
Chairs fell. Glasses shattered. 280 people who had been laughing 30 seconds ago were now running. And the woman in the olive jacket stood at the center, pointing at the man who had come to kill them all.
Aldrich, lock the banquet exits open. Do not let anyone chain the fire doors. I am calling the police now.
The zeros are not changing. They are still orange. We are running out of time. Someone has to go inside now.
The remote trigger lay on the polished marble floor. One red button, 1 centimeter of pressure between 280 lives, in silence. A security guard boot stood beside it like a period at the end of a sentence.
I promise. Go be brave, Mama. I will watch the numbers from here, and I will tell you if they change.
Bodies poured through the fire exit into the night. Sirens climbed the air from every direction. Forrest held the door like a man who finally understood that presence was not about proximity. It was about standing exactly where someone needed him.
He went left. I can see the bag strap marks on the floor. Fresh scuffs. Stay behind me.
Blue and red lights painted the hotel in alternating strokes. Leland Voss walked in handcuffs toward a patrol car, and 280 people stood alive on a sidewalk because one woman trusted a gift she could not explain.
Stand back. This is going to be loud.
Two hands found each other on the cold ambulance step. Father and daughter, stranger and family. The grip said everything that 15 years of silence had swallowed whole.
Everybody out now! This building is not safe. Move toward the kitchen exits. Do not use the main doors. Move now! That man, by the wall. He sealed the exits. Security, stop him. He has a device.
3 people stood in a circle under a street lamp while a city exhaled around them. A grandmother, a mother, a father, and a daughter had waited decades for this exact formation. Grandma had seen it coming. Morning arrived without sirens. Coffee steamed in a sunlit kitchen where 3 people moved around each other without collision, learning the choreography of a family that had been separated by secrets and reunited by something no one could name. If you could see the number above your own head, would you live differently? Would you say the thing you have been holding? Would you make the call? Leave your answer below. Flight 2247 taught Corinne that warning people is not enough. The DNA test taught her that blood does not guarantee presence. The banquet taught her that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move while afraid. If this story held you, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Drop a comment telling me one thing you would do differently if you could see the countdown. Like this video, save it, and remember that every single day your number is still blue. You still have time. Use it.